want to do is you want to define your variables. T equals number of tacos. And then we're going to have B is number of burritos. Okay, so one thing you want to note here is that when you talk about money, you just want to do money. So anything associated with money, you want to talk about money. When we're talking about the total amount that we're going to order here, we're going to talk about the two different variables, right? So T represents the total amount of tacos you order, while B represents all the number of burritos that you order. So what we want to do is that to total up what we order all together, we only order tacos, we only order burritos, we put them together, and we get the total amount that you order all together, right? Just T plus B. It says that she only has enough supplies to make 115 tacos or burritos, right, total. So we know that amount is either less than or equal to 115. The reason why 115 is greater than T plus B is because, again, maximum amount of tacos and burritos she can make is up to 115. So it could be equal to, that's why the line underneath, but it cannot be over 115. And so that's what T plus B is, right? She doesn't necessarily have to use all her supplies to make 115 burritos or tacos. Okay, so if we just want to focus on how much money she makes just from each taco, which is, this is kind of expensive, but it would be $4 per taco, right? So for each taco that she gets, she spends, or she gets $4. So for every taco, $4, right? So that's why it's 4T. Okay, secondly, we're talking about how many how much money she makes from each burrito. So using that same logic where every single taco she gets $4, if she gets $6.75 per burrito, how would we write that? So using that same logic here. What does anyone think? So if 4T represents how much money she gets just per taco, what represents the amount of money per burrito?
Plus 6.75B.
Right, plus 6.75B. So we know that when we put those two together, that equals the total amount of money she makes, right? Total amount of money she makes, just every taco gets $4. Every burrito she gets $6.75, right? We put those together, we get the total amount of money she earns, and we know that that much, what does it say? Lydia must sell at least, so she needs to make $6.80 or more, right? So how much money she makes is going to be greater than or equal to $680 because she must make more than $680 or equal to it. Okay, so now they tell us that if 32 tacos were sold, what is the minimum amount of burritos that Lydia must sell in order to meet the requirements? So what you want to do is you actually want to replace with tacos. We're going to assume that she sells 32, right? So we're going to replace anywhere we see T with 32. So this is going to be 32 plus B is less than or equal to 115. We minus 32 from both sides, and we get B is less than or equal to 83. Then in our second equation, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to substitute, right? We're going to do mental math. Okay, so all we're doing right now is we're plugging in 32 into our equation. We're solving for B. That is 552. And then we could use our calculator here. So 552 divided by 6.75 is 80. So B must be greater than or equal to 81 point, I'm going to round 78. Okay. So now we want to think about it. So the minimum amount of burritos to fulfill this is 81.78. So is that a possible solution? I want to ask. So if I were to combine these, because we know that this is combined, it would be something like this. Right? So from the two different inequalities when we solve for it, she has to make between 83 to 81.78 burritos, right? The question is, what is the minimum number of burritos that Lydia must sell in order to meet the requirements?
82.
Why 82? Right, she can't sell 0.78. Why can't she sell 81? Right, then she wouldn't meet one of the costs, or she wouldn't fit the requirements anymore, right? So for this one, you're actually going to round up. Question. You got the answer? Congratulations. Oh yeah, you did. Right, you did the actual math in your head. So this one would be 82 burritos. So again, what you want to do is you want to be able to set up the inequalities, then you want to plug in the numbers, and then you want to logically make a deduction from your answer.